Hey, this is Coach Mac with Authority Football. We're going to look at a GoPro QB eye view of a really common route combination with a slant out combination. Okay, what that means is the number one receiver is going to run a three-step slant, running behind the ear of that outside linebacker. And our inside guy is going to work on running an out route underneath that. Okay, now the read is this number two defender, right? We call him the number two defender because if we count from the outside in, the corner is number one and the outside linebacker ends up being number two. And so that's the guy we're going to read. We're putting him in a lateral stress, which means if he goes out with the out route, we throw in on the slant. And if he stays in, then of course we're going to throw the out, right? So that's the whole approach. Now we're going to let this run twice, and then I'm going to break it down for you of where your eyes should be. But he's going to throw the out on one of them. He's going to throw the slant on another, and then we're going to look at, well, what was the read? What is our quarterback looking at? How is he making that read, gripping the football, and releasing it in less than 1.5 seconds? You'll see that he's in shotgun. So how does he do that quickly, and what's he looking for to make a very quick, very decisive decision? And the final thing is, for the point of this film, we've removed all the other players. So only the key players are here. So you won't see any other linebackers, any other safeties. And it's intentional, and it doesn't matter. The whole point of learning to read combinations and then read specific defenders is to block out all of the other visual distractions of all the other players. It's really important that we learn how to focus on parts of the defense, and then when it's time to make a decision, where we can actually only look at one thing at a time. And in this case, we're reading the number two defender, and what he does will dictate how we execute our play and how we respond. So let's let it play twice. And you'll see the quarterback make a quick decision, read, and get rid of the football. That's happening in less than 1.5 seconds, right? Which is what we want. Here's the second play. And here you see he throws the slant instead of the out. So I'm going to play one more time and sort of to the naked eye, see if you can see the difference. Why does he throw the out on the first one and then the slant on the second one? Right, and they may look pretty identical, right? But let's look at the difference for what the quarterback's eye view is. Now, we're looking at number two here. So this is the first of the two plays. We're reading the outside linebacker. Now, you can see right there, the quarterback has just caught the football. So, this view should give you or your quarterback a view of really what it's like to play this position. So he's at 5-yard depths as the shotgun depth quarterback. We have to keep our eyes on the ball until we catch it. So he catches it here. Immediately as you make that catch, eyes should transfer to the read. Okay, we don't want to look at the read until we catch the football. That's when you see guys fumble, shotgun snaps. So as soon as you're a receiver, you've caught the football, now the eyes should transfer here. So this is the picture that the quarterback should be seeing right now. Okay, so eyes are here. And as you can see, he's dropped. Now, we're going to get rid of the football in a really short period of time here. And so that initial picture is one where he's not aggressively taking the out. And we want to throw the out. We want to throw the out unless. And the reason we want to throw the out is because there's nobody out there. The corner is going to be off with the vertical threat of the number one, the widest receiver. And so we've got grass out there, and there's no defenders, which means the inside defender, the linebacker, will be chasing, and all the other 9 players are all inside of him. So we've won the leverage game. The receiver can run towards the sideline, and there's a chance with one missed play we can turn a really easy throw into a long gain, if not a touchdown. So this is a really low risk, high reward type of play. We want to take it as long as they give it to us. And this guy being inside leverage is already giving us that advantage for the out route. So the only way he's going to cover it is if he aggressively jumps toward it. And clearly he's not aggressively jumping toward it. He's dropping out. So that quarterback has made this decision already. All right, so he's already made this choice to throw the out here. We'll let it play a little bit more. And you can see he's opened up even more. So as the quarterback slots that ball into the A position and gets ready to plant his foot and throw it, which is happening right about now, he's committed. He's confirmed, okay, I'm throwing that out route. Okay, and you'll see the ball comes out right now. Okay, ball's coming out right now. And you can see the separation between the receiver and the linebacker. Linebacker, realizes the out's coming. You can see his momentum is still working upfield, so he's going to have to bring that momentum back down to close on it. So as long as we throw a high velocity ball across the receiver's face, we're going to have a really good play here. Okay, so there's a ball right across his face. We've got lots and lots of grass, and that's what we want. We want an athlete at speed in space. It's up to him to do something with it, right? In this play right here, or in this setup, we're actually working on a narrow field to the boundary. So these cones equal the sideline. The full length field, if we were running this from the middle of the field, would actually be out here. So he'd have even more room to break a tackle and make a play here. Okay, so that's a great read and a great throw. Now let's look at the next one, and you'll see the difference. So again, our eyes are on the outside linebacker. So there's the same picture, ball's in our hand, and you can see a very different stance. He doesn't have that outside foot open. He's squared up. His eyes are on the inside receiver. And you'll see, I'm going to scrub it a little bit, he goes to collision it. So he steps out toward it, right? So he's committing to it. You can see the separation. He's got less than a yard of separation. So the linebacker, is committed to the out route. And by doing that, it opens the slant route. Okay, and you can even see the number 2 defender, which is our linebacker. He peels off to try to cover the slant once he sees it coming, but it's way too late, right? So again, he doesn't matter. Once we get this decision right here, quarterback is throwing the football. Now, as you see, he's throwing the football to this receiver out here, who's going to come in here. And that ball will basically travel to where the linebacker is. That ball's going to travel probably somewhere right here. You'll see in just a second where this guy's going to come and intersect it, right? So it takes confidence in knowing that I'm going to throw it to where this grass is going to get opened up, because this linebacker is going to get pulled outside. So watch the linebacker gets pulled outside, right? And then we make a throw right here where there's all that grass. Okay, now, why is the corner so far back? Well, he's afraid he's going to get beat by the vertical. And that's our job. Every route, we want to have a vertical threat with our receivers and the ability to throw the ball down the field. So that keeps him off, and then it opens this pocket of grass that we want to hit right here. And this, so when the linebacker takes the out route, it opens the route that we actually want, which is a big throw and run after catch right there. Just for coaching point, we would coach our receivers to catch this ball, not run into the safety, but stick it up the field vertically, right? Beat that corner, and then bend it back to the outside corner, not try to cross the field. But the runner does what he can with it. If safety's not there, he may take that across the field there, which obviously not have anybody else. That's what he chooses to do. The point is throw the ball in to a receiver at speed in space, which is what we get there, so that we're throwing touchdowns and not just football. So I'm gonna let it play one more time. This is the out, so notice the read difference. You'll see it live. He bails, we throw the out. No thinking, just having a plan and executing the plan. Eyes on number 2. If he takes the out, we throw the slant, just like that. And that is how you focus your eyes on a very specific key read. Muscle memory over time lets the quarterback work on the micro mechanics of gripping the football, setting his foot, and throwing that ball in a really short period of time. And his upper body, his lower body, and his brain are all working together to create consistent, predictable results, which equal touchdowns and points on the board. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know if you got any questions.